It's Friday, January 5th, and I have a couple of charts to show you. First, an announcement. We will be releasing as part of the Autotrader, and they will be included if you just want to buy the indicators only. And the price for the indicator package will be $5.95, and that will include the levels and all the BWT indicators. We're not going to sell the levels by themselves. It's just going to be the BWT indicator package. The price of the Autotrader is going up to $1,500 on January 10th, and that will include the levels. Anybody that already owns the Autotrader will receive the levels in the Autotrader as an update. I traded 3 times today on the Super Inco 12, and I'll show you what happened. First started trading about 1 p.m. Eastern, and I want to show you what's going on with the levels and why I took these trades. So the first trade I took was at 1307, and that is right here when the tick made an extreme. Now, I used to use this a lot, and I plotted it today because it's a really good indicator, and it's included in the indicators, the BWT Tick Extremes. It plots the tick, and it plots a little T here when the tick is oversold, and you have to kind of set these each day based on what the market's doing. But this default setting, when the tick is at an extreme, it plots a little T here. And there were several divergences in the tick. I'm going to come back to that. But I started trading. I basically took a counter trend trade right here. First it was a long, and then a short, and then another long. And this kind of all happened within the course of a couple of minutes. But if you look at the 1 minute chart, here is this long and a short, and then a move down. And the reason I took it right here is because of the tick extreme. I went with a couple of longs, which is this trade and this trade, this retracement. Actually, these were not taken with horizontal trend line. These were taken automated. They got filled on limit order. This one was also taken automated, but I trailed the stop, and this made it to about 400, and then at this point in time, 1313, which is right when the market kind of went up here a little bit, and then it rolled over, and I caught that little slide down, and that brought me to my goal. So this was chart number 1. This is a $500 goal, trading 2 contracts. Now, on the Tick Extremes, this Tick Extreme indicator is great for tick divergences, and I drew them here. So when you have a higher low on price and then a lower low on price, but you have a low on the tick extreme and then a higher tick when you have a bottom like this, these divergences are really good. And you can see right after this, the market had a sharp move to the upside. And again, trading between the zones, blue to red, red to blue, blue to red. And this is your median line. So I drew these divergences because it's really useful. Here's another divergence. And here was the tick extreme right here. It didn't reach the threshold, but you could always set this less so it plots the T. But it doesn't have to reach the threshold. It just has to reach a high in the tick. And this is a 1 minute chart. And so this was a nice divergence, lower on the tick, higher on price, and then the market rolled over. And then here is lower on the tick and then higher on the tick, but then higher low and then lower low, but higher tick, and then a nice move into the close. And when the market made its very top here, of course this is right near the close, it was just 1 point away from the blue median. So today was kind of a nice move off the open, getting above blue and then going to green, which is the expected high. Above green are the extensions. So this is the high, and then this is high 1 and high 2, and then the same on the downside. So they're kind of like pivots, but they're not at all calculated like pivots, not even close. And we're going to be releasing these very, very soon, and I think we're going to have a trade room, and we're going to have someone to teach it. These levels were given to us by a member of our group to use with BWT in hopes of getting them automated into the Autotrader, and his name is Rat. That's his nickname. But anyway, I'll be introducing him to the group and to everyone, and I think he's going to head up some of the training for teaching the levels. Okay, the next chart is a Superenco 12. It's a different account in Apex, and you can know by seeing the yellow border. And this is also a $500 goal, and this started trading at 2:45 Eastern Time. Okay, here's what I was looking at 2:45. I'm going to make this chart its normal resolution because I did take a long right here. There were 2 scalps. These are 2 contracts, and then it was all shorts after that, and then a little bounce here. On the 1 minute chart, we had, so the thing about a Superenco 12 is this volatility right here, 1446. The low of this bar, 5150, and the high of this bar was 68. That is 50 or 60 ticks. So on a Superenco 12, from here to here was tradable, and what I was seeing here again was the tick hitting an extreme, but the tick didn't get very far here, and that's something else to look at when you're reading the tick, is the ticks were only making it to 200, and that's why you have this downtrend here. So, but I did manage to squeeze a couple of longs right here on the chart, right here and here, and then I was a little late on this short, but I went short here, stopped out, and there was another attempt at a long here, and then I went short and used the horizontal trend line entry for a couple of contracts and then a couple of small scalps, and that quickly adds up to a $540 profit. So this move down began at about 1447, and on the 1 minute chart that would be right here, and then this big down move. But looking at the levels, again below blue, and then in reality, if I understood the levels better, I should not have even gone long here. I just should have stuck with shorts because this broke through the median and went all the way to the first red sell zone. Okay, a little bit after that, I was feeling overconfident, and I shouldn't have been trading at this point. It's Friday, and I was just trying to make something happen, and I traded this chart, and I quickly got in a hole of about a $600 drawdown. And at that point, I actually let the Autotrader trade automated, but I did assist with a trend line entry, and I got kind of lucky right here and hit this big move. Well, not a really big move, but it was probably 4 contracts, and I recovered most of my drawdown. And then this trade here, I think, brought me to my goal. But again, you know, it's not all winners all the time. I manually traded the account after this and blew an Apex account because I didn't quit while I was ahead. I anticipated, you know, some kind of move into the close. I was actually right on the big long move into the close, which you can see here. But whenever I manually stray from the Autotrader, I sometimes do okay, but in this case, I had a good feeling it was going to run into the close, that there would be short covering, and indeed there was. But what happened is I got chopped around here manually trading and blew up an account. So, you know, I'm not the best trader in the world, but I do okay, and I know a lot, but like anyone else, I make mistakes too. So I completely missed this run into the close. Anyway, we're all human, and I want to say I'm really impressed with the levels. I hope to have them sometime next week. I have an Autotrader version with the levels as an indicator, not in the Autotrader. And I'm testing it, and as long as that tests out all right, then we will be able to give the levels to everybody, hopefully by the end of next week or so. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.